Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Again, your host for the podcast, Derek Lane, Podcast for Success, The Fast Lane. Thanks for joining me. This is going to be part 2 of the podcast that we just released, What's Holding You Back. Wanted to kind of differentiate a little bit, and that's why I made it a part 1, part 2. The pragmatic section is the one that you just listened to of What's Holding You Back. The portion that you'll hear now is a little bit more on a spiritual level, what I call, why do you have the black cloud or the dark cloud hanging over your head? It always seems, people always kind of come to me and ask me that, it just seems like I carry this darkness over me that I can't really shake. It's always creating havoc for me. And we want to talk about that and how to get rid of it and what you can expect. So, without much ado, the part 2 series of What's Holding You Back will begin right now. Okay, great. First thing you need to understand about, the spiritual side of what's holding you back and this mysterious, let's say dark cloud. That's the best way I can describe it. A lot of people, have different terms for it or what have you, but it's just a constant negativity, that things that thrust you into all of the things, the regret, resentment, things that just doesn't work out, and no matter how hard you try, and you just get this feeling like, I just can't win. Well, I want you to know that, first off, the most powerful thing I can tell you right now is no one has power over you. No one has power over you. So if you feel like somebody's hexed you, cursed you, whatever, and they may have, and I'm not going to, get into that, to me it's a lot of goofiness, okay? But you don't have to accept it. You don't have to take it. Curses and all of that and all that. You don't have to, okay? You don't have to take it. Number one, if you've allowed negativity into your life, beat it, kill it, get it out of your life. That's the key. That's the secret. You have to understand that you're living with this, and it manifests. It's like a snowball effect. The more that you dwell upon it, and the more that it eats at you, that something's going on with you, the bigger it's going to get. You have to get rid of it now. Not today, now. Okay? Again, no one has power over you. There's no reason to think that they do. Okay? So what's holding you back? A lot of it is that self-doubt. Do you doubt that you can do things? You doubt you're good enough? Are you allowing that negativity to creep into your mind? Is it something that someone said to you in your past? Hell, it may be even a sibling or parent. I'll tell you a quick story. I have a sibling that, related to me that, they didn't feel like, they were able to accomplish a lot because they were constantly being picked on. Wow. Hell, everybody gets picked on. I got picked on. You don't let it bother you. But, some people, I guess if you're, your lineage is at the bottom, in the brotherhood, then, you get it, twofold, threefold, fourfold, whatever. And I guess it starts to affect you. But the bottom line is, don't let what people say things to you that drag you down. Don't let it weigh upon your subconscious. It's up to you to discover who you are. And once you do, nothing or nobody can beat you. They can't put spells on you. They can't put hexes on you. They can't diminish your future, your bright mentality. They can't do it. And don't you let them. Because if they're doing it, you're letting them. Don't let people destroy you. If you feel like you're inadequate in any way, are you too fat? Are you too skinny? Too tall? Too short? You're going bald? You're too scruffy? Look, these are just appearances. You can be what you want to be by the internal destitute that you have. You can be what you want to be just by simply saying that you want to be. Sometimes it's that easy. You can take in all of that emotion, that negative emotion. You can take it and put it into, hold your hands out and project all that negative emotion into your hands and throw it away. I know it sounds corny. I know it sounds goofy. But it works. It does work. Throw all the negative away and realize nobody's got power over you. That's the first thing you have to realize, that you are more powerful. Look, you're a human being with just untapped potential. So you can beat anybody's willpower through your own willpower. Nobody's that strong. Nobody, voodoo and all this other garbage. You are the strongest person you'll ever know. It's time you start proving it to yourself. Okay? You have to start projecting the good things in your life. You have to smile. You have to smile and walk around in a better attitude. Don't be grumpy. Don't walk around with a scowl on your face. Don't let stress and what other people's opinion of you permeate your existence. That's silly. Be jovial. Be lighthearted. Be powerful. Be expertise in who you are. You can be an expert. People look to you for answers. People look to you not just for technical answers, but for answers within the universe. Because when you project that aura of all-knowing, because you have it in you, people want to be around you. Do you feel like people want to be around you, or people avoid you? Make sure that people want to be around you. Project that. Project that mental image. People gravitate toward me. They do because they know that I understand things that they don't understand. It's powerful. It definitely change your life. Make sure that you are not so stubborn that you refuse to accept a different way of thinking. It's always said, when you're a kid, you don't like broccoli. You're not going to eat your broccoli. I was the same way. But as I got older, man, I love broccoli. Broccoli and cheese, good stuff. Well, what happened? I changed my way of thinking. Just that simple. I gave it a chance. I was open-minded to trying broccoli. I know that's a very simplistic, a simile, but you can apply the same thing in your everyday life to everything that you try. Be open-minded. Doesn't mean that you have to be, adventurous and hey, I'm gonna go bungee jumping. That's not what I mean. I mean, realistically, open your mind to new concepts, new ideas. You need to understand to get rid of a lot of the negativity in your life, that dark cloud. You have to get rid of the stress in your life. Stress, for the most part, is what causes this, and it attaches itself to your stress. It's like a mold, if you will. Once you get a mold and it grows, and that's stress. Stress over your job, stress over your marriage, stress over your finances, stress over your future, stress over your retirement, stress over your car that's going to break down. You need tires or whatever it is. You need stress. Look, do what you can do about the things you can do, and be optimistic about the things that you need. Know that if you put the right vibrational frequency out, that the universe will provide for you. It absolutely will. I'll get into that into another podcast, but I'm telling you that if you put the right vibe out in your life, things work. And it's amazing. And sometimes you sit back and you almost just laugh out loud at that. Wow, it does work. It does work. So to get rid of stress, make sure that you relax. You're putting a lot of positive mental, vibration out there. You're being positive about stuff, and it takes work to do that. But it shouldn't be too much work. It should start to develop naturally. You may have to work a little bit at the beginning, but you need to be a natural, positive influencer, and allow positive vibrations to come to you. And one of the ways to start doing that is relax. I don't care if it's a bubble bath. I don't care if it's just sitting down and reading a good book or a good novel, watching a program that you just enjoy. You don't have to get too involved into thinking. Listen to music. I find one of the best ways to relax is listening to classical music. Or for me, it's 60s era jazz. I love it. It's one of the best things ever. Yes, I do indulge in every once in a while in a cigar. But that's enjoyable. It's relaxing. Not a lot, just a few. Listening to a little jazz, and it just changes me. But anyway, that's the things that you can do. Find your own joy and happiness, whatever works for you. Just as long as it's legal and not destructive, then you're fine. Get rid of your selfishness. Okay, make sure that you're here for other people, and that you genuinely want to help other people. When you start to do that, amazing things happen. You may say, well, I'm not selfish. But think about it. What have you really ever done for anybody else? What have you done for your spouse, your kids, your parents lately? Jump out and do something. Make a difference. Make a positive difference. You really should. And once in a while, it may be uncomfortable, but tell the universe what you want out loud. Just say what you want out loud. Vocalize it. Say it. I don't care who's around. I can think it. I might muddle it under my breath. Look, if you want to make a difference and you want this stuff to happen to you, say it out loud.